Hello everybody, finally, we've reached the end. Vlog number 5. Man, I can't believe that we're already done. Time goes by so quickly, just is ridiculous. It's been really a journey to see how I've gotten better and how I've changed and what's been going on in my life lately. To get all that covered, I think I'm just going to answer the questions and we'll shoot from there. After I adjust the camera, of course, so you can see my beautiful physique a little bit better. The first question is, what did you learn about yourself from this experience? At the beginning of the project, I knew myself to be scatterbrained and to be distractible and to do things on the wing and just randomly out of nowhere, and that's just me, and it's fun to do stuff like that. However, when you mix all those things together, obviously it's not a really good thing to do. On the project, I learned a little bit more about to the extent that these are influencing my life, especially regarding school, and it just became more real and more pronounced as I started to really focus on improving these. I started to dig down deep and realize how deep of an impulse that is for me. The next question from the prompt asks what my greatest challenges were and how I overcame them. Well, my biggest challenge was to sit down and focus and get stuff done. This is something that's still really hard for me. I mean, a perfect testament to that is actually this vlog, which is almost a week late, but not quite. It's not as bad as I've been before. Yay, improvement! So how did I overcome them? Well, this is something I expect to be dealing with for the rest of my life, so the question would probably be better worded as, how will I continue to overcome them as this problem continues to arise? Well, to answer that question, let me go back and answer the first question again. Something else that I remembered as I was trying to beat all of this whole getting distracted and doing other things has to do with the decisions that you make while you're doing stuff. If you're trying to beat procrastination, you can do everything, like making lists so that you're prioritized correctly, making calendars so that your time is good, organizing your space so that you know where everything is and you're better able to recall stuff. You can do all of that and that's great, but despite of whether you do it or not, the choice will always arise of whether you are going to intentionally do this or whether you're going to, quite frankly, intentionally not do it. No matter how much you set yourself up, you will have to make that choice. So personally, as I made these lists and as I made these calendars and as I started to talk to people about being able to do these things better and to be more, again, organized and being able to know what I'm doing, it always comes down to the personal decision to take that step and just go for it. That has been, out of anything that I've done, the biggest challenge, because that is the threshold of actually going and getting things done versus going off and just not doing anything. It comes down to sheer willpower and sheer self-control. That is something I've not developed very well before, and that I am having to constantly and consciously develop and force myself to go and do these things so that I am better at making the correct decision. One of the problems that many people think is wrong with modern medicine is that many medications only treat the symptom. That's the word. Okay. Because they only treat the symptom, it keeps coming back, and therefore the problem is never taken care of. The way that I had been approaching these lists and these calendars and all these other tools to make me better was not in the light of understanding my biggest problem and of being intentional and being proactive in getting things done. So now we can start working backwards and applying all these things that we've talked about to make myself better. Process isn't necessarily easier, but now that I understand the situation better, I can take a more focused approach at what I'm doing and how I can better myself as a human being and as a composer. People who have helped me out with this, of course, are my roommate, a bunch of my friends, especially my composition teacher, Patrick Perringer, who has been incredibly patient with me, and also Aisha Marshall, who works with the Learning Center and is very good at analyzing steps you can take to make yourself better. Shameless plug for UNT. If you ever have any academic troubles, the Learning Center is the place to go. They have people whose job it is to make you a better student, better at studying, better in any of your subjects. They have tutors for that. If you have a problem, go there. It's free. You have no reason not to. You only have things to gain. Well, that just about covers everything. I mentioned way back in the beginning that my goal wasn't necessarily to achieve a specific quantity of stuff to do, but to start the process of creating better habits that can be carried out throughout the rest of my time here at UNT and throughout the rest of my life. I really do feel like that I have started something good and that I've started some good habits and that I've started momentum so that I can write more music, that I can be a better person, fun and improve my quality of life. So thank you, NYRP, for giving me the opportunity to do this. Thank you for everybody who has been so supportive of my goals, and just for teaching me how to be a better me. Best of luck to everybody who watches these videos. I hope that I've been able to contribute to your life in some way, shape, or form. This is Ben Hillard signing off from his last NYRP vlog. Best of luck. Have a good night.